Tinky Winky.
Dipsy.
La la.
Po.
Please in the comments say if you know what that was. That'd be great.
Sister.
Sadistic. Po.
While the JoJo theme is playing, or DiGiorno, whatever his name is.
DiGiorno theme?
DiGiorno. It's not delivery, it's the
Bling
DiGiorno's
ding,
gene.
ding 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 bling ding. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
What's the first one?
Sweet.
Oh, sweet.
I think it's sweet, right?
I don't know. I've seen that maybe once. I remembered it and I was like, what the hell is that?
That's a great meme.
I guess it's the start of a show.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. You know the name of the show?
It's all of those put together, I think. Like the
That's
names of the girls
really
and stuff.
Stupid name.
Yeah.
They should just call it S Club 7.
I don't think you should search that ever.
No, that's a real show.
Is it?
Yeah, it was like on some like the WB or some crap. I don't remember.
WB.
W. George WB. Jordan.
I like my animes.
Michael George WB. Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Michael George WB. Jordan.
His first middle name is the same as his last name. I got it.
Michael George WB. Jordan.
George.
Jordan. I was thinking of Michael B. Jordan and George W. joke. I like how one guy can like capitalize a name so much you have to specify a difference, because you can't be Michael Jordan. He has to be Michael B. Jordan.
Oh yeah.
Just so Google doesn't screw him over.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
My name's Michael L. Jackson.
Yeah. You're not Michael Jackson.
Boy. For all y'all who didn't know, Zeke loves Michael Jackson.
I do.
That's like his favorite person ever.
Yep. So, since you're bringing that up, people always are like, well, did he fuck those kids? Blah, 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 blah.
Who knows?
I don't care if he did, because there's a whole, I mean, there's a whole fucking religion that just glorifies child fuckers. So, hey.
Are you thinking about the child fuckers of the East Nordic region?
Yeah.
Okay. That
Yeah.
sounds terrible.
We should.
No, you're thinking of like that weird like Amazonian tribe. That,
No,
like,
I'm thinking about Catholics.
I know you are. I just didn't know you were going to come out and say it.
I don't understand why we don't just like fucking cut them all open and string them up by their entrails. They're not Christians. They're fucking child fucking awful pieces of shit.
You're going to start a riot in one part of Ireland that nobody cares about.
Looks like
Oi, this one guy started something about the Catholics. Hey, there's something about the Catholics.
I'm just
Hey,
saying.
Jacksepticeye, give us some perspective on like what happens over there.
Doesn't know.
Are they still arresting people for like teaching their dogs Nazi salutes? Was that in Ireland?
That was one guy on
Count
YouTube.
Dankula?
No, that was one guy on YouTube.
Yeah, it was
man.
Count Dankula, but like I forgot where he was from.
Wasn't nowhere.
I never watched him. He weren't nowhere. He's on YouTube, Dan. He's not a real person.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, he was in America.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
No, because he got arrested for it. We don't do that here yet.
Oh. Yeah.
The UK's way worse. PewDiePie is just a conspiracy made up by the shadow government run by Van Halen.
Dude, he might be. What do you know?
Yeah, you're right. It might be.
I'm gonna use a gun. How do I use my gun?
I think he's officially like on hiatus right now.
Is that anti-death?
Anti-death.
This one's anti-death. Let me grab it. Look at me. Alright, you know what we're doing?
No. Something about a photograph.
Yeah, we're entering mule territory.
Look at this photograph.
Ah, they saw me. Those fuckers, hang on.
Every time it's
Stop.
Dude, she just got shot. Out here messing with But you gotta get closer.
Oh, I didn't see those
Shoot
guys like
him.
right there.
Yo, this new Fortnite update's great.
Isn't it great?
Better than Fortnite.
Yeah. See the camera? Camera. Got it.
Camera!
GTFO! Oops, I missed. Ah! You see that car?
You see that car?
Oh, they got me on both sides.
Good thing they blind. Jump in the car. Jump in the car.
I don't think I can take it. Let me try.
Yeah, why not?
Somebody's in it. I died because you wanted me to get in the car.
Yeah, that's why he did.
You wanted me to get in the car.
You didn't have to. You can do whatever you want. Hey, this has only happened twice.
This is the second time this has happened.
Yeah.
I haven't died in this game.
You have to
First
save
death.
yourself.
I don't know what that means.
You gotta save yourself.
But where am I? Oh, I
You
see.
gotta repatriate.
Yeah. There we go. I found myself.
There's gonna be a baby in an eye or something. Oh, it's
Baby,
weird.
that's his butt.
This is so weird.
Is
Are
that,
you pregnant?
No, it's just my inner baby.
You're in a child.
Yeah.
Remember when people used to actually say that? You have to connect with your inner child. My inner child's an idiot. I remember being a child. I was stupid. I thought cats were female dogs.
I hit the microphone. That made me laugh so damn much. Really?
I don't know, probably.
God, that's stupid.
I did legitimately think hippos were female rhinoceroses when I was a little kid.
You're an idiot.
I was like 5, man. I didn't have the internet. I just saw a picture of one. I was like, oh, there's no horn. Clearly, that's a biological difference. You know what? I was stupid. There's no difference. There's no physical differences between men and women.
That's right.
You know what? I was wrong.
Yeah, you were wrong. Hey, speaking of differences in like men and women and stuff, have you seen the two stupid fucking people that had a vegetarian dog on a morning show?
Dude, that's gonna kill that dog.
So check this out. So, without their knowledge, the interviewer got a bowl of like dog food that had meat in it, and got a bowl of like vegetables, and put it out for the dog. And they said, "Oh, is this okay? Is this okay? We do this?" And the vegetarians were like, "Oh yeah, it's fine.
Here,
He'll go."
Rover loves beets.
Yeah. He immediately.
It went to the meat.
Yeah.
Then he ate them.
No. Then they had the fucking gall to say, "Oh, well, he's gonna have like an equal portion of both." He sniffed the veggies and then went back to the meat. That was great. It was perfect.
Then he ate a child on the way out.
Yeah, should have.
Yeah, why would you do that? Why would you force your beliefs and crappy lifestyle on a dog?
Because we have dominion over animals.
That's
I
just
guess.
torture, man.
We could just do anything we want.
I'm sure
apparently.
it's probably getting the nutrients it needs, but what a
It's
horrible
not.
way.
It's not.
I mean, maybe they feed it a ton, like to balance out everything.
He looked a little emaciated, to be honest with you.
Emaciation. Yeah.
So no, it's.
I think if an animal in the wild eats meat, you should probably feed it meat,
Yeah,
not a panda.
exactly.
Which, maybe we talked about this, I don't remember. Why are we protecting pandas? How much money could we save a year? How many people could we save not
Oh.
protecting pandas?
I don't know. I don't think that's how that works.
I'm guessing it's in the millions. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, but I
I'm
really
gonna-
don't think that's how it works.
What?
We're not gonna like move around money that's not being used. I mean, we're not gonna move around money, right? Like that. That's just not gonna happen.
Why?
That's just.
Man, that's how budgets work.
Well, this is going to be incredibly stupid and hard because the asshole.
It's like $250 million a year to keep those stupid animals alive.
I really don't care.
I love pandas as much as the next person. But we're gonna let those like fat little bastards eat us out of like $250 million a year.
I'm
You
not.
know how many people we could blow up with $250 million more a year? You know what our striving and struggling military-industrial complex could do with another $250 million a year? They could build like 3 more tanks.
You don't want to get me started on how I think people money.
No, we should, because this is what this podcast is for.
I mean, fuck everything. Fuck capitalism. You know what I mean? And like, stop having children. That, I mean, you know how much money we could save by not having kids?
But you can't teach that to third world countries, man. They're gonna have kids.
No, we bomb the third world countries. We fucking kill everybody that are fucking gross and dirty.
Dude,
and then I don't care.
Terrible,
I told you not, and you were like, "Go ahead and do it." I'm just telling you, it's so fucking stupid. I'm just telling you, if you don't know how to fucking bathe, and you really think that like your God makes you clean, nah, it's so stupid.
God makes you.
Yeah, I don't care, man.
Is there a religion that teaches that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Your God makes you clean.
Yeah. Literally. I'm gonna see if I can reload a save. Pissing me off.
By asking your opinion?
Yeah.
That's just like, your opinion, man.
I'm reloading this shit. No, seriously. There are some... Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm not
Dude,
making...
I'm sitting right here. I can't help but hear you.
I'm not making a joke anymore. There are some very, very small African tribes that don't believe in cleanliness, like bathing, like actual hygiene, because they think that like the spirits make them clean.
They don't?
No,
I've been riding on that for 30 years.
I'm just telling you, man. Those people, there's fucking like sets of like Indian people from actual India. I'm just listening to me. That don't believe in medicine. They don't believe in fucking...
Oh, yeah.
But, like, hygiene. Just, like, they don't believe in taking penicillin. They don't believe in fucking washing their hands because it's, like, bad for their, like, God and shit.
That's like those crazy, weird Westboro Baptist type Christians that don't take vaccines or...
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if there's a kid dying of cancer, they're like, oh, let's just pray for him.
Yeah, exactly. Or, like, they don't believe in having militaries. They think that, like...
The Amish, eh?
Yeah, I'm talking about all extremes of, like, a lot of religions.
All right, hold on. What would you do with the Amish? Because they're not hurting anybody. But they don't believe in, like, that stuff either, do they?
They believe in medicine.
Do they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They just don't like modern, like, some modern technologies that take away from their, like,
God.
No. But honestly, if you can't fucking put 2 and 2 together and understand that you have to be clean to live and like prosper, maybe you should die. Like, I'm not out to save everybody, especially the fucking pandas. But like, dude, we as human beings put a lot of pressure on animals because we have dominion over them and shit. It's our responsibility to take care of animals if they can't take care of themselves. But a fucking asshole who wipes his ass with his hand and doesn't wash it and then eats using that same hand can choke on his dick.
We're talking about pandas, right?
Nope, I'm talking about anybody.
You're talking about certain sects of extremist religions.
I guess. I'm just talking about people who wipe with their fucking hands and then eat with the same hands, and then get parasites, and are like, "What happened? What happened to me?"
They speak in an English accent like that.
Oh, that's death.
It's all right.
Jesus Christ. I lost my shit.
I'm losing my shit.
It doesn't matter.
We're all gonna die from not washing our hands.
I don't need any of what I had. It's okay.
Are you just going gently into that good night right now?
I guess. I do have an otter hat on.
So are we gonna title this one Zeke's a Xenophobe?
Not a xenophobe.
I know.
I just don't understand bullshit. Like,
You just don't understand, like, tolerating maybe beliefs that actually endanger the believers themselves and the surrounding people they interact with. Which is the great argument the same argument you have against anti-vaxxers. You're like, your kid that can carry something that could affect other people shouldn't be allowed to go to school.
right.
Yeah, I got you.
Because school, right,
Yeah, it's a public place.
it's a public place, but school systems are not capitalist. School systems are socialist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it was a capitalist system, which I think
A private system.
right,
Yeah.
all school systems would be private. But when in a free world, we understand that some social or socialist ideals are actually like worth 2 cents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not all capitalist ideas are all that great. You know what I mean? So
Smash that like button.
whatever. But I really don't understand like people believe in celebrities at all
Oh yeah, they're stupid.
because they're not doctors.
No.
And guess what? 9 out of 10 doctors isn't good enough. So 10 out of 10
Yeah,
doctors.
general consensus.
Yeah, no. Like when you see like a toothpaste commercial and they say 9 out of 10 doctors recommend, that's not good enough. 10 out of 10 doctors say vaccines are good for you.
Yeah.
So stop listening to fucking stupid people and vaccinate yourself and your kids.
Who started it? Was it Jessica Biel? I don't know if it's her fault, but I'll blame her.
I don't know who started it. I don't get
The
into like
anti-vaxxer person. It was probably some white woman in Hollywood. Let's be honest.
yeah. Well, all I know is like what's her name? Fucking
I don't know. Alicia Silverstone?
no. Who's the girl in? Who's Pepper Potts?
Gwyneth Paltrow?
Yeah, she's an anti-vaxxer.
Oh, she's crazy.
Yeah, no, she's fucking insane. But most of those goddamn
Doesn't
people
she
are.
sell goop or whatever the heck that stuff's called?
Yeah, she has a.
She has an MRM or whatever it's called, MLM.
Yeah,
She sells miracle cure crap to like desperate housewives.
snake oil
Yeah, that's it.
camera. It's on that dude.
To reiterate for the cameras, for the future, Zeke is not a racist or a xenophobe. He has
What have I said? That's
He has
racist or
I'm just
xenophobic?
specifying for the idiots who will repost crap.
I'm just saying, like, what have I said?
You haven't
Just-
said nothing. You're just saying you specify that certain beliefs shouldn't be encouraged.
Exactly.
There you go.
And I'm saying, like, all belief shouldn't be encouraged. Like, you should believe what you think you should believe in. But health and science cannot be, like, refuted.
Immutable laws of nature.
I gotta
Or I
pick
should
this
say
up.
immutable laws of nature. I should say theories that have been proven.
Those are laws of
Yeah.
nature. You were right the first time. It's just, no.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm telling you. Like, the speed of light is a constant in the universe. Vaccines were invented to save people's lives. That's it. Like gravity, we don't understand it, but it's real. You know what I mean?
I'm laughing because my friend Kevin used to say the theory of science was constant.
Yeah.
Like it was a.
I'm just
that was
saying,
a
man.
statement.
Like,
The theory of science is constant.
let's see if I can go in here.
God,
I play worse when you get me riled up.
man, this was good content.
Bye. That's awful content. I hate getting mad at people, but so many people are stupid.
Also, don't post something stupid in the comments. Like, don't be like, yeah, we should get rid of certain folk because you're an idiot.
No.
Not you, the people.
No, I know. I am super like
You're a scientist.
non-violent. No. I'm non-violent. Like, I'm just talking out like how I feel about shit. But I gotta figure out how to not be so like upset about stuff. But it really gets my blood boiling when people are like, the earth is flat. Oh, don't take the vaccines because that's killing you and giving us autism and making us stupid. Like, you're a fucking retard, because if the world was full of like people like you, the Black Plague would spread and we would all die. Like, God, it's like, and I'm not meaning that you have Down syndrome. I'm just saying, like, using a slur that's not okay anymore. I'm just saying that you're acting like a person with mental issues. That's it.
Not like the ones you can capitalize on, like depression or anxiety with Netflix.
All right.
Like legit mental issues.
Yeah. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I can't believe people are allowed to fucking, like, I don't know.
Espouse it. I don't know, man. Free speech, you know.
When I mean allowed, I can't believe people are allowed to do that.
Yeah.
What I'm meaning is, I can't believe people are allowing themselves to think that way.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny to go, oh yeah, the earth is flat.
Yeah, but then
like,
idiots actually believe it.
Yeah.
Which, who was it? Was it? Oh, I've always messed up the name. It's like Esoka Themes or whatever. The first guy that, like, I think he's the first before Copernicus and all this. Like the first guy to say the Earth has to be curved.
Yeah.
Was he literally said, "Oh, we can measure the rays because there's a shadow here at this time and no shadow here.
Yeah.
Therefore, it has to be like this."
Oh yeah. Many people.
Yeah.
And
but
like
that was before he didn't even have any like technology. I don't think he didn't even have like, I think he had like the basic math of a circumference, and that's how he actually predicted the world had to be round. And this was before, I'm saying this was before Galileo and all those people. Yeah.
There's like,
I forgot his name.
I'm not trying to rag on Indians, right? Like people from India, but a lot of science has come from India way before it was.
It was great,
but it was rediscovered in Greece.
Yeah.
So like, the reason I rag on like people who like are from India is because they have a terrible class system.
Yeah, the caste system or whatever.
Yeah, where the elite of the elite are like the best. That's not the light out.
Yeah, that's just because if you're born that way.
Or is it?
They have a literal hierarchy.
Yeah.
And that's bad.
No, it is.
I'll say that's wrong.
No, it is. But the problem with that is like the smartest, richest people stay the smartest, richest people.
Yeah.
And they've done a lot of great things for the world, but they haven't propagated that to the rest of their population.
Yeah.
So, like, the top 1% or whoever up there knows that they shouldn't just, like...
allow this crap, yeah.
Well, no, they shouldn't, like, you shouldn't wipe your, like, little hand.
I'm saying, but they allow it to happen.
Yeah, for their people.
Yeah.
You know, so that's bullshit.
Well, and it's a strange... Here's the thing, man. Hey, I'm an idiot on world politics or whatever, but we like to, like, get mad about, in America about, oh, separation of church and state and blah, 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 which, hey, that should exist. But in India, like, because... there's so much, in other countries too, I shouldn't just say India.
Yeah.
They're so much older, their religion is so much older, and their science is so much older. They like still haven't figured out how to rectify that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, which should show us that it's not an easy problem on either side, left or right, forget people or science or religion. These aren't easy problems to resolve. I mean, look at the Middle East, man. Like, now I'm not talking to you, I'm just talking like, just, it makes my blood boil whenever people just throw out stupid political statements like how to fix stuff, and it's like, look at the old world. That's human nature. You think we're special or we're normal and they're weird. It's like, no, they're normal. Yeah, we're the weird ones. So, yeah, like it's weird to have free speech as an idea under a government. It's weird to have scientific advancement alongside religion and like hold those two together. Like, without there being a war of some kind. Like, it's weird.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Like, people blowing each other up in the Middle East, like Israel, Pakistan, Palestine, Iraq, everything, that's human nature. Like, that's the world. America and, like, Western civilization is a weird offshoot that never happened before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Stuff's really old.
Yeah.
So, it's weird for our time now. That's because so many people were controlled for such a long time.
Yeah, and still are.
I know, but with religion.
Yeah.
And, like, with, like, political power. So, like, here's how to conquer a nation. You make a religion and make the dumbest, weakest, poorest people believe that religion is going to save them.
Yeah, like Marxism.
Anything, any religion, even if it's like the right one, which whatever that means.
Yeah, you can't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
But-
debatable.
Exactly. But that's the way to take over a population is promise them that their faith will save them. Or you make a political party for them to believe in. But it's
Yeah,
all
It's
belief
the same
based.
thing. You just give them
Yeah.
a god. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
that's why you can't be like you can't be an atheist and hold certain views.
Right.
As well, hold on. You can't about there not being a divine being, but you can't have a distaste for religion and be like a Marxist, because that's a religion. Whether you like, and most things are like, if you believe something so much that you'd kill someone for it, that's a religion.
Yeah.
If you'd make a sacrifice to your god, that's a religion.
It's just a difference in how you capitalize letters. It's
Yeah.
either a big R religion or it's a small R religion.
Yeah, it's the same thing. But that's all we are. That's what people
I
don't
know.
understand. That's all human beings are.
Right.
We're going to worship something.
I know.
Everyone had a chance to see it.
It's
We
just
can't let that happen. The world needs to
And
hear
even
about
the whole
this.
stupid John Lennon thing of serve yourself. Like, no, that's what you don't understand. Like, you're not even serving yourself. You're serving this idea you've created. You
get the
can't help.
anti-vaxxers and stuff. That's
Yeah.
what they did. They're
Yeah.
only serving what they think.
Yep.
Like, it just, man. This is like 2020.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have like the greatest scientific advancements in history right now.
Yeah.
And we have a large population of maybe the greatest country in the world saying that the earth is flat and you shouldn't vaccinate your kids and that the government is out to get us and they're like shadow organizations and stuff, and like it's all ridiculous. And it should be like a government oppressing us,
Yeah.
but we're so stupid and so fat and so like built like so entitled that
Yeah.
we are like suppressing all of it.
Yeah, we have nothing to do.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it sucks. We all work like 40 hours a week or more. And this is not me diminishing that, because in an ideal world, we'd all just create and everything would be great. But this is the first time in human history where, like, oh, you work 40 hours a week and you get to go home. You get to own private property. That's pretty amazing. So whoever thinks human beings aren't naturally destructive is just an idiot.
Yep.
So I was thinking about this today, man. Because I was watching different videos, and 'cause I got a friend that's like a communist, like a legitimate one, and I'm not like, yeah, capitalism, but everything's got its flaw. But
Yep.
everything's a damn hierarchy. You can't argue that hierarchies are socially constructed, because they're just not. What you see is every like system is just it can be corrupted by evil people.
Yeah.
So then the problem is evil people, and then depending on your belief and your assessment, you could say, oh, evil is also an abstract thing. That's
Yeah.
all it comes down to, man. And then people are like, well, you can see which system like empowers evil people. Yeah, good luck. Because we've seen X amount of people killed under this system and this one. Figure it out. This has happened before. And what you're saying is we just need Higgs to fix it for us.
No, like, again, non-violent, man. Like, I hate Antifa. I hate all those like people, like West Road Baptist people that go and protest and then get in fights and
fuck
stuff.
neo-Nazis.
Yeah, I want everybody
And the alt-right.
to get on my level.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not saying you shouldn't be passionate about what you believe. I'm very fucking passionate, and I believe I'm right,
Yeah.
but I'm also wrong on a lot of different issues.
Yeah.
Like we joke that like, oh, I'm a xenophobe,
Yeah.
but I'm really not.
No,
Like,
you're
I
not
want
a
all
xenophobe.
people to like prosper and thrive. But when something's so easy as washing your hands, or
Yeah.
like, I don't even care like how many times you pray a day. I don't care like what you eat and what you don't eat. But like,
Who you fuck? Who you don't fuck?
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't care. But like,
Anyway, I still need to run.
I mean, we talked about transgenders too. I don't care if you transition.
I don't care.
I don't care. But when you start pushing what you want on other people,
Yeah.
that's a problem.
Well, that because then it's like a religion. Like that's the whole thing. Like the last, I'm still old enough to remember. You are too. That like it was like the religious right
Yep.
that was making people want to. That was censoring people and saying, "Oh, you have to do this," and now it's like flipped to like the left.
Yeah.
Still douchey on the right as well, but I mean, my gosh, people, why can't we just chill out, man? It's but stuff gets weaponized, is what it is. People will take one thing or one idea, and then they'll say people are dying.
Yeah.
And
well, that's the thing though, because like people will twist my words and say, "Well, what if I don't want to vaccinate my kid? That's my choice. That's on me."
Well, then keep them out of society.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There are restrictions to everything.
Yeah.
If you don't vaccinate your kids, then you cannot allow them to go to public school.
Yeah.
You have to put them in a place that's designed for you and other people like you.
Yeah,
So
homeschool them.
you have to segregate yourself
Yeah.
because
Because you're the exception.
it will affect everyone and everything else.
Yeah.
So that's where people really get confused because they're like I'm not saying, oh, just be yourself and do what you want.
Yeah.
No. You have to like be courteous, kind, and think about everybody else, and then choose how you're going to act and respond. Then it's okay.
Yeah, you mean like personal responsibility within a framework of a civilization.
Yep.
We live in a society.
Yeah. To choose the best outcome is to think about
Hey,
like
charge your stuff.
the individual and how the individual affects the whole.
Yeah, that's the thing that people don't want to think about the individual because it means they have to be responsible.
Like, yeah. Like, you think about a large population as individuals, and you are a part of that.
Well, that's the danger, though, is libertarianism. The idea is, oh, the extreme individual. I don't answer to anybody. It's like, no, that's how you set up a bunch of little tyrannies.
Yep.
And the other side is collectivism, which we've seen the horrors. And that's what I don't understand, man. Like, you shouldn't first of all, you can't rip a religion if you're basically living a religion. And we've seen the dangers of collectivism, whether you want to call it Marxism or communism or socialism, under different banners. It's the same thing. It's giving up the individual for the state or for the group, and it leads to millions of people dying.
Yeah, well, no system's perfect.
No.
There will always be, like, oh, you shouldn't have done this. Oh, this doesn't work because of this.
Yeah.
And that gets me into population control. That gets me into... No, seriously. Like, there are just a whole myriad of reasons of why, like, there are too many, like, people, like, not preserving the resources and the things we have here. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
like,
what you're saying is that ranges from the tribe in the Amazon all the way up to the billionaire that's destroying shit.
Yeah. Like, if two people make one person, and then those two people die, there's half left. You know what I mean?
Well, China did that.
Well, I know, but that's yeah, I know, but we should have the freedom to all come to a consensus that that's how it should be. But people don't do that.
No.
People go, no, me. I want, and fuck the planet.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's dumb. So, it just gets me so mad, dude. I don't know. There's still people that think that, like, climate change isn't real.
Yeah, we know it's real. We don't know if it's as awful as, I will say politicians, not scientists, because politicians tend to misquote scientists.
Oh, yeah.
Politicians are throwing out, like, terror alerts, saying we're going to be dead in 12, or past the point of saving anything in 12 years, and scientists haven't said that.
Yeah.
Scientists are basically saying, well, here are some changes that happen. They don't look great, but multiple things have always said this before. We should do what we can to prevent any kind of major cataclysmic event from happening.
Yeah.
That's natural. That's understandable. And you think you would start there and get people like that kid that's like in Sweden, wherever he's from, that like is basically cleaning up the ocean himself with all the money he got from all his corporations. That's great.
Yeah.
But man, there's so much strangeness in the world. I mean, No one can understand the complexity of human civilization.
I know.
And
I'm just not like, I'm not so mad at these people that I'm gonna like rally against them and their cause, and I hate them, and I'm
'cause they're
triggered.
people.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, they're
yeah.
still people, and I just want to have conversations. I want
yeah.
to have conversations with Indian people who like are so wrapped up in the religion they don't take medicine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or Amish or whoever.
Yeah.
That don't like. I want to talk to the crazy Christians who are like, "Oh, Jesus is gonna save me. He's gonna save me from my cancer.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take the chemo. I'm just gonna take the prayer." You know, I want to talk to the people that are transgender, and they're like, "Hey, yeah, you know what? I've always thought about myself as a chick. I want to be a girl
I got
now."
some friends we can talk to.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know some.
Yeah.
And I want to be like, "Hey, why are you a they?" Because that doesn't make sense in my brain. I want to talk to you and figure that out.
Yeah.
So
I actually got to read this really cool, very long, legitimate like journal of someone who, by their own definition, I'm saying this so I don't get whatever, struggles with gender dysphoria. And that's their term, because if you say gender dysphoria, and people are like, whatever. And they explain it in a good way, and I don't know what to make of it because I'm not like a scientist. This isn't a judgment I'm saying, but they literally said, like, I look at myself in the mirror, it hurts, and there's a disconnect. And that makes sense. You know, that makes sense, the idea of what I'm seeing. But their whole thing was they didn't feel, like, if they weren't looking at themselves, they didn't feel that they were a different sex, really.
yeah,
They just had a disconnect visually, and they're like, that's gender dysphoria. Which, hey, they're not a scientist, neither am I.
well, have they been diagnosed with gender dysphoria?
I think they had psychologically.
Yeah,
I think they had a therapist. I mean, if I remember it correctly, the psychologist, but not. I mean, this isn't me being political, but apparently there's a huge divide in the psychological community now. Where they're like, well, most of the psychologists that diagnose people are getting a kickback and all this whole stuff. There's a whole.
I got you.
Yeah, and a lot of transgender people now that are older, like in their 40s, are like reporting on Big Pharma, basically sending them in like cattle.
Yep.
Because there's huge money to be made from surgeries.
Yep.
And
Just like divorce.
estrogen and testosterone hormones and shit.
Yeah, pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah, so they're like, well, they even, because they're transgender people, so they're like, well, we believe, that this is legitimate, that you can,
Yep.
but we think that Big Pharma is basically just throwing people, especially kids, in there and making tons of money off of it.
Right.
So my stance on it personally is, if someone's a certain way, I don't care.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to tell somebody what they do or don't feel or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The politics is a little bit blurrier, but we don't really have to worry about that so much in America. It may be a little bit different in Canada, depending on how you believe in things. I don't know, I'm not in Canada.
Yeah.
But if someone... It's the whole... Because I remember, me and you were old enough to remember when homosexuality was still, like, debated.
Yeah.
And the whole born this way thing, which a weird thing about that is, I genuinely believed anybody can be born any way ever. Who cares? It's biology. We're a weird mixing pot of chemistry.
Right.
Who the hell? Who knows?
Yeah.
But now people are like, gay rights activists are like, well, the born this way argument's really dumb because, like, it's not scientific. Well, it's like, well, then why weren't we being honest about it a long time ago? But then again, I'm citing one TED Talk, so what the hell do I know?
Yeah.
So I don't care. Who cares what anybody does ever? It's America.
I don't care as long as
Yeah.
it's not affecting the collective.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
keep saying
Negatively.
that. Yeah. Like, if you say that you're a female,
Yeah.
you get a surgery, and, like, I don't know. I don't want to go into the examples. I've explained it many.
Yeah.
But, like, scientifically, you are a XY, like, setup. You know what I mean?
Yeah, except in certain circumstances, I guess.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, if you are an XY
Yeah.
male, and then you identify as a female,
Yeah.
there are complications that only affect you.
Yeah.
Being an XY chromosome.
You might need. Well, I thought you might need a hysterectomy, but you're thinking back. You might need a prostate exam.
Well, you should get one. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
just standard health.
Yeah.
As a male, 30-something years
If you
old.
have a prostate,
Exactly.
you should have a prostate exam. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you keep lying to yourself,
Yeah.
or like, if you feel better considering yourself a female, but you don't take care of things men need to get checked out,
Yeah.
you're doing yourself a disservice. It's actually detrimental to your health.
Yeah.
So that's a thing that,
Well, and the Hippocratic Oath, if a doctor has a patient that, let's say, identifies as a gender, and they're like, I have to treat this thing that is their physical DNA gender.
yeah, they could get sued.
Yeah. It's weird, but I'm not a doctor. I don't know enough about it. I really genuinely don't know enough about the idea. I don't care what anybody does with their body. I'll call anybody whatever they want to be called. I already do that,
Yeah,
so it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
I get what you're talking about, ideas, like in the grand scheme.
Well, even with that, like, I'm just a nice person.
Yeah.
So I'll, like, call anybody anything anyway.
Yeah.
But I've said this a few episodes ago.
Yeah.
If somebody messes up, you shouldn't get mad at them.
Yeah. Or have legal action against them.
Right. We have free speech. I've been called a fucking asshole and a jackass, like, driving in my car.
My nickname, my unofficial nickname in high school was White Boy.
I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I shouldn't feel
Which is pretty
offended.
racist, but
I shouldn't feel offended or triggered and be like, oh, I need to take legal action against them because they call me white boy. Or they call, you know, that's where, like...
Or Cracker. I got called Cracker.
Just being a nice human being, man.
Yeah.
And just to say it, this episode's running a little long. I'm just trying to get to this other place.
Yeah.
It's really not that far away, but that's why I'm just kind of rambling on about shit I've already talked about. Yeah.
It's fine, man. Maybe people will keep coming back for it.
I just want people to be nicer to each other. And, like dead naming shouldn't be a thing. You shouldn't get so fucking frustrated because you can't force somebody else to call you something.
Yeah.
You hope that nice people would call you what you'd like to be called. You know what I mean? But if they don't, you shouldn't have anything to say to them. You just don't worry about them. You know what I mean? Like, man, February's coming up, and this episode might come out in February. That's Black History Month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The reason we have Black History Month is because, historically, white people in America have treated minorities so terribly that we have to be reminded and remembered, you know, and us all get together and say, oh, this was a terrible time in our history. You know, we got to do better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And luckily, with the law system, it has gotten better.
Yeah. So to relate that to everything else, that's how it should work.
Yeah.
Like, we should just be kind and courteous, but if somebody's not being that way to you, you have to turn the other cheek. Go somewhere else.
Oh, what a phenomenal idea.
I don't know. That's how it should work.
Yeah. All right.
But I'm going to check out this dude and see what he's...
And we're talking straight up occult stuff.
Oh, cool.
Zeke wouldn't like it.
She claims she's still
I like the occult. I like mysterious and cosmos and stuff. I don't like real cults.
Found this rock out in the mountains with a handprint on it.
That's because real cults are never intriguing.
I know.
It's always some loser guy making other loser people do stuff.
Close encounter she thinks it signifies. But
How do you get caught up in a cult anymore? There's so many
I know.
it's there.
I honestly believe it's just like everything else. It's the same reason people think the Earth's flat. It's the same reason people think that vaccines are like making their kids have autism. It's literally just this small little idea that gets spread.
Well, here's the thing, too, man. People don't like to think about. Yeah, it's 2020, but that doesn't mean anything because every time a person's born, that person's starting from year zero.
I know.
And then they just grow up in 2020.
I know.
People don't think about that. Like, yeah, well, we have to be like, yeah, because that's a baby. It might as well be a caveman.
Yeah.
Eh.
Stuff does get pushed forward, though, like a lot.
Pushing forward back. Yeah, it should.
So, wow, that's a lot of stuff.
I just remember, this is a personal story, and I was teaching at a private school.
Oh,
These
Mr. Big
kids,
Shot.
Yeah, these kids, because we had to do Bible studies. Like, that was actually a class there, like studying religion. And that, of course, you know, since we're in America, Christianity is the biggest one. But anyway, these dudes, these little kids, they were like 10, genuinely thought that God was mad if black and white people get married.
Yep.
And it's like, and it's like, well, is it in the Bible? No. Then what made you think that? Well, my dad said so.
Yep.
And it's like, well, your dad's an idiot. He didn't say that, but I did have a talk with his dad and be like, look, man,
Just
like,
like the one at South Knot City.
and he was a
A
preacher.
vortex loaded with so much chiralium that it's
It was
almost
just
off the charts.
the idea, like that dichotomy. These kids can use iPhones. They grow up in a world that's like super advanced, but still have like an idea like that.
Yep.
But the data doesn't lie.
It's weird.
The same temporal phenomenon that you
Her name's
told
Locke.
you in a war zone.
Blackney.
Yeah.
I told
There you go.
I don't like her.
But that wasn't.
I think I miss Mama
The
actually.
Cuban cylinder can have most chiral spikes,
Let's go back to
but
Mama.
We didn't plan for another supercell.
Why couldn't you have died?
I told you it was the same
They're
as before.
fused. They're 2 and 1 now.
Why couldn't Lochner die?
Part of
You
herself
got me,
did.
Sam. It's been a while,
When she joined this game.
but
Yeah.
not really. Mulligan,
But anyway,
we're the same.
We're the same.
One body, one mind, one being.
you just, I don't
There's no
know.
point in trying to draw
It's
a
weird
distinction
though to me,
out in
cults
this
and
world.
stuff. Like,
We're all connected.
I'm so
Remember that.
antisocial. That I
Yeah,
don't,
me too. I can't be here.
yeah.
I'm supposed to like share a house with these people? No.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
I can barely stand being around my own family for like 12 hours.
Yeah, right? But, we could go on for hours.
All right, see you, world.
But we're not.
If you take a snippet of this one, we're gonna post the whole thing, so don't make an ass of yourself.
I don't care what you do. So, I'm good. Peace out.